Hi everyone, this video is going to run you through what to cover for week one. So I've logged into the course and this is exactly what you should see as a student when you log in to Engage. I want you to just scroll down to announcements first, and I've posted two announcements that I'd like you to look at. The first is a hello and welcome, which there need not be a response to unless you want to respond. But then I've also posted a getting to know one another discussion that I would like you to respond to. I've put an example of a post where I just basically tell you who I am, what I'm looking forward to getting out of the course, and then a little bit about myself. So please respond to that. And then there is another welcome video that is less than 5 minutes that I'd like you to watch, and then everything else is located inside week one. So please go through the objectives, the readings, and the media. These are the learning resources. This week you're also going to be forming groups of 2, also known as dyads, for assignments 2, 3, and 4. So by Thursday, and I'm assuming that most of you know one another by now, but please email me in Engage if you have a choice of who you'd like to be partnered with. If I don't see that you've emailed me by Friday or by Thursday, then by Friday you will be assigned to a partner. So we'll be taking care of that in this week one. The discussion postings are here. So for the first one, it's another kind of introduction post about sharing or describing 2 communities that have been important to you in your development as a social worker, and the details for posting that are here. And in your response post, you're going to be responding to at least 2 classmates of the kinds of similarities and differences that you see between your experiences and of those of your classmates. And so I want you to, in those response posts, think about what communities have provided for you in relation to what they've provided for your peers, and also what seemed to be most important to you. The guidelines are always going to be there as well, which I went over in my introduction video. And then the second discussion is in regards to social justice and community practice. So after reading through and exploring Stonewall Uprising artifacts, then your initial post should describe what social justice issues were at stake in that situation, supported by at least one citation from the week's readings and a citation from the Code of Ethics. And then I'd also like you to articulate 2 community organizing techniques that were evident from the artifacts that you thought were the most effective. And then in your response posts, which are due by Sunday evening, I'd like you to discuss the similarities and differences that you saw between your observations and those of your peers in their initial posts. And did you see the issues at stake the same way, or were they different, or were different issues important depending on the person? What, if any, organizing techniques did you find that were not in your peers' posts? So that's pretty much what we will be covering in week one. I've also, and I just referenced this, posted an introduction video, which is down here at the bottom. I'm actually going to see if I can move that up to the top. And that video it runs 15 minutes. I did not mean to talk so long, but I essentially just went through the syllabus and what the expectations are of the course. I actually did get cut off at the end. And I was just ending with saying that if you get a B- or less on a paper, then you are eligible to rewrite that paper and resubmit it. If that ends up being what you want to do, I'd like you to talk to me first so that we can go over new expectations for the paper or specific areas that you may want to focus on and work on so that you can get a better grade the next time around. And then the last thing is the assignment. So the first assignment, which is called My Community in Words and Pictures, is due in week 2. It would be great to start working on it as soon as possible. You're going to be preparing a 5-minute presentation to answer, using pictures and using words, to answer the question, do I live in a good community? In order to make this video presentation, you're going to be using Screencast-O-Matic, which is the tool that I'm using now. And so you're going to start by reading the article Seeking the Good Community, which is linked within the assignment section, so that's right here. Again, you're going to be preparing a 5-minute oral video presentation using PowerPoint as well as this tool. And instructions on doing that are found in this YouTube video. So your presentations, pictures, short videos, or tables should describe the demographics of your community. Also, you should be providing an overview of the important institutions in your community, and as well as a map of your community, excuse me, and then a quote-unquote good community assessment, which you'll be prepared to do after you've read the material. And then a rubric is right here also that I strongly encourage that you just go over after you've completed your assignment. Before you submit it, just make sure you've addressed all of these different components in your presentation. If you have questions, despite that these videos are posted, that the instructions are here, if there's something that I haven't covered and that you have a question on, please do not hesitate to email me using Engage. And most likely, if it's a answer to your question that I think everyone can benefit from, I'll either do a quick video or I'll post it to the discussion. Another place where you can ask me questions is in the Ask Your Instructor discussion forum. So either place is fine, either an email or in that discussion. Good luck to you in your first week. I'm looking forward to seeing your initial posts as well as your responses, and I will be acknowledging when I've received your posts and your assignments. Have a great week. Talk to you soon.